What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Pug Life. Currently logging into my warrior so that we can get this Norman Taurus, get this loot going. Let me also get on the community Discord so we can get this done. The loading screen boss today is real. What's up, Zeke? How you doing, man? I am doing good. Good afternoon, Adiem. How you doing? What's up, Mr. Hodor? How are you, man? It's good to see you in here again. It's been a while since I've seen you on the live streams. I see you in the comments, though. What's up, Epic? What's up, Invasive? 970 Warrior Tank here. I'd love to come with you. You're on EU servers, Hodor? Doing great. That's good, Hodor. That's good, man. Yeah, I definitely recognize you a lot from the comment section, and you've been around the channel for a while, Hodor. Thank you for your support, man. No BFA? No, that was I was changing thumbnails and stuff just to get ready for the other one, and it kind of I saw that the change stayed. Over where I check my chat, I saw the change stayed, but no, we're gonna do normal and Taurus today. Just gonna run through here, get people their loot. Let's go ahead and start the group. And I don't think I'm saved. Let me just check real quick. Oh, I am saved. Okay. So, let me actually make it a point to do this. I'm gonna heal on your priest, so don't grab a bunch of healers for sure. For sure. We're doing the raid? Yeah, today we're jumping right into it. We'll start heading over to the summoning stone. Got a good run last night with the Pug, Norman Taurus. Got to Coven in 45 minutes. Nice. That is quick. So I have the group up there for everyone. Fresh, full, clear. You guys can stop by and join. 45 minutes for all the way to Coven is pretty good, man. Pretty good. Also, Hodor, you hit 970 on your item level on your tank equipped. That means that, are you running the old tier set? A bunch of people from Ragnaros, so it was nice to see Hero of Spanish. It's been a while. Are you, do you play in Ragnaros, Zeke? I don't remember what realm your tunes are from. We'll save that tank spot for me, you guys, in case you guys want to join. What's up, nerds? How you doing, man? Running over to the summoning stone. Gonna get people here. You're on Archimond, used to PvP a lot back in the day? Oh, okay. Let me lower this. What was that? I'm sorry. Invade. I'm sorry, what was that, invasive? Yeah, I forgot I had to change my key bindings. I saw it right now when I heard you say something. I was like, wait, my key bindings are off. Good morning, Brendan. Brendan, I saw that you pledged yesterday to Patreon, and so I need to hit you up to for you to claim your rewards. I need to hit you up and add you on Discord, my friend. Or if you have the time to get on the community Discord, you can private message me there. And thank you for your support, Brendan. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. We're gonna need some more deeps. Won't be able to speak much. You're in a raid for Agrimar Heroic. Nice, man. You've got the current 4 set. You don't have a 2 set from Tomb. Oh, okay. No problem. No problem, Brendan. It is my pleasure, man. Thank you for your support. We'll get a few summons going. If we get like 2 people here, then we can start summoning inside the dungeon. So actually what I'll do, Brittany, you are going to be raid leads. Could you just put it to normal and reset it, please? So that we can have a fresh lockout. Wait, we just invited someone. They're offline already? Should be good. Alright, we'll run in there right now. Alright, let's run in. We've got Invasive, the handy dandy warlock. Heroic and cash geared on lucky Titan Forges. That's nice. Getting those good Titan Forges. I'm just a tree. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a lot more deeps. Yes, you can, Brittany. You can absolutely give me leads back if you'd like. You automatically have assists though, so you can organize the groups. You can organize the groups however you'd like. You know, Brittany, you freaked me out yesterday when joined that random Mythic Plus group on my Demon Hunter and you recognized me. That freaked me out. Yeah, it took me a minute. Carisian, why? Why? Carisian, like, you're in here every week, but we're not having political debates every week. I hate to break it to you, but we're not. I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure there's a few live streams out there that are having a political conversation about the current topic at hand. If you would like to, about I believe today's message is about gun control. I'm sure there are plenty of people talking about it. This is not one of those places. You killed Yogg-Saron on hard mode for the first time and you got Mimiron's... Nerds, you got Mimiron's head? That's actually pretty damn cool. That's a very low drop rate. You come here to not think about politics. I think that's most of us. Most of us, you know, boot up World of Warcraft to stop talking about politics. It's hard to escape it nowadays. Can I assist? Yeah. And then I can also do this and this. We want to stay asleep. Yeah, nerds, it looks like a 1%. Look at this. That like 1% drop rate right here. So I didn't do time walking Ulduar because I used to grind Ulduar all the time. But when you do hard mode Yogg, you're talking about Yogg 0, like 0 lights. It's a cool mount, nerds. It is. Where's Katie? We need heals. Epic. Epic, go hit up Katie. Tell her we need her heals. In fact, I was talking to Katie yesterday. I should have told her we needed her heals. We need her monk vomits in here. Oh yeah, let's just remove this person so that I don't count on a random person not existing. The names some people have. This is ridiculous. I don't know how some people make it so far without being reported for their names. It's a little bit ridiculous. At least we have warlocks. Yes, we do. Finally got the 2-piece Centaurus set for the lock along with the 2-piece TOS set. Nice, man. I don't know what locks need for best in slot. Is it 4-piece Centaurus, 2-piece TOS? I did all of LFR. Was it all of it? I think I missed like 2 bosses of LFR yesterday with my brand new shiny 110 Vengeance Demon Hunter, but I don't remember getting any gear. At least I didn't get any tier. I don't know if I think I got a ring, and I think that was it. So I'm going to try again next week. Try to get the Vengeance Demon Hunter set. You just really like what the 2P COS does and you want to play around with it. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, I got booted from a group Wednesday. You guys saw that live on stream because I'm rocking this 915 and this 915. It happens, but the tier set bonuses are so crazy. They allow me to generate so much ignore pain. I think generating 3 million worth of ignore pain is definitely worth a little bit of an item level loss. Alright, we can start clearing trash, so let's just go ahead and do that. Let me pop my rune, pop my fake flask, and just start clearing some trash. What's up, Jape and Josh? We're doing good, man. We're about to start our run. We've got a few more people we need, a few more roles we need to fill out. Like we need another healer, we need some more DPS. But other than that, we're doing good, man. That's what you should change your name. Yeah, we just need a few more people to fill out the rest of the raid, and we'll be good. Small group, you could probably 2 heal. Okay, we've got 11 people. Not bad. I mean, we can do it if the other healer can hang in there, because then we're gonna need you guys to separate for like Portal Keeper and what other boss? ENR is not that big of an issue. Portal Keeper mostly. Next week, is there, if there's room, you'd love to come to raid? For sure, man. For sure, absolutely. Every second week you work, so today you can't come out at 7 a.m. Saturday morning. Oh, okay. You get every other Friday off. You did a pug where you 3 healed a much larger group? Oh, wow. So, Brendan, you're working a 980? Alright, let's see. Did we get any other healers? No. We'll try it like this. Garathi will be fine. Fellhounds will require more healing, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, getting the last summon in. Oh, we've got all the Warlock cookies. Alright, let me do a ready check. You have a cauldron? Oh, we shouldn't need it at the moment, nerds. I think we'll be fine. Oh, we've got free food. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Garathi should be pretty straightforward.
Five, four, three, two, one. 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Four, three, two, one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
As long as I have ignore pain up 100% of the time, we'll be good. I got this. Maintain that uptime.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So far, so good with the uptime. We're good. I wonder if I could do a Garathi run where my damage taken is 0, where I just always have an ignore pain up and all my damage is absorbed. It's gonna be the next challenge. I'm gonna do that. What's up, Steel? How you doing?
Run away, little girl. Run away.
4,
4, 3, 2,
1.
1.
All right, gonna run these bombs out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So since I've been playing my Vengeance Demon Hunter and trying to gear him out, I've noticed that when I Infernal Strike, the textures go all over the place. So every now and then, I'll do an Infernal Strike behind me, or like on top of a building on a Mythic Plus, on top of a rock that got in the way. It gets a little annoying to keep doing that.
3, 2, 1. 4, 3.
Yeah, so far ignore pain uptime is doing really good. I'll have to check. I wonder if Skada counts damage taken, not including ignore pain. Also, Brittany, I don't know if we're gonna be able to heal this. Don't think it can happen. Oh, there it is. We've got a bunch of healers applying.
Run away, little girl.
Let's just invite one right now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Well, the what is it? Shaman and Epic is in here. Let's keep taking a look here. Let's see. Did anybody? Yeah, we did get a third healer now. So at least we've got that. Does strafing a lot help, or is it a habit? Oh, it's a habit, man. It's... I don't know why. I mean, probably because of old PvP days. I was always very ready to run around a person when they were casting. But yeah, it's probably just that. In Mythic Plus, it helps because if you stand still, depending on how many mobs you pull, the pack in front of you will start spreading out. So if you pull a bunch of mobs, all of the mobs, and you just stand still, all of the mobs will fan out, and if you pull a bunch of them, some of them will end up right behind you. Like it'll look like they're to your side, but what actually happens is they're slightly behind you, and they will they'll end up not getting hit by your cleaves, by your frontal cone abilities. They'll end up kind of avoiding some things. So by constantly keeping movement, the mobs don't have that automatic kind of placement where they can walk right behind you. You did notice that, like with rats and archway? Yeah, so if you have a lot of melee things on you, they'll start fanning out around you. So I always backpedal too, and that's out of having to be in control of exactly where the mob is. Let's just pull this. That's fair. You thought the druid would do more numbers? Yeah. I didn't see too high of numbers, to be honest. Even right now in the trash, like there's plenty of damage going out, but I mean, you could solo heal it, Brittany. Probably not a huge accomplishment if you're able to 2 chests at 16. Nice. It's not an easy thing to do. I mean, even depending on the week, but this week with bursting, all of your runs are on average going to be slower because you can't do really big pulls. You really have to control your pulls to like 5 or 6 mobs at a time. So getting a +2 done on a 16 this week, that's really cool stuff. Steel, it's good. You bet you could single heal for a 10-man group. Unfortunately, you would need, like, the only one that I don't know if you can do is Portal Keeper, because you would need to jump around between inside the portal and outside the portal. That would be the only one. Oh, now we have everyone in the world wanting to join. Let's just invite a little bit more DPS to pad things out. And we can invite another healer. Why not? But if you really want to, you can jump into the portal and out just constantly. Absolutely. Get that shaman for off heals? Yeah, I invited him. Just run Vengeance Demon Hunter and send all the DPS up top. Vengeance Demon Hunter to deal with all of the imps as well. Constantly bouncing and doing 0 heals. That's why they're going to bring back Shaman Totem, so you just drop like Healing Stream Totem and one of them, you run over there, chain heal a few times, and then drop the Healing Stream Totem, swap over again. That's all you're doing. Let's not. You definitely controlled your pulls and had a DPS CC stuff. Controlled your pulls had the DPS CC stuff. You had a mage and a hunter, so it helped. Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah, no, that's good. Oh, man. Even if you don't kill the ad fast enough, Vengeance Demon Hunter can just chain sigil the imps together and silence misery. It's very true. Hopefully. I mean, Vengeance Demon Hunters can pull pretty good DPS as well. Vengeance Demon Hunters can end up actually. You don't know why you want the logs for heroic though? Wait, what do you mean why wouldn't you want the logs for heroic? But yeah, kill the ads in 9 seconds and go back before the imps jump out. It would be possible. I mean, I feel like that would have to be an achievement, right? Just doing it that quickly. Oh, for healer logs, got it. Wait, why is this person on their way? Didn't we summon them? We did. Looks like they're on the loading screen. So whenever you try to summon someone and your summon gets cancelled, see right now it finally went through, but whenever it just kind of gets cancelled, your guy attempts to like start summoning and it gets instantly cancelled, that normally means they're on the loading screen, boss. Look at that, we've got a group full of warlocks. Huh. Did you say you did not? What dungeon was it that you did a +2 on? I was trying to see what dungeon you got. And I think that should be it. 2, 4, 13. Let's delist. We should be fine with that. Yeah, we've just got 2 leatherwares. What, 4 plate? Yeah, mostly cloth. Mostly cloth. You didn't die, but everyone else did, and luckily ran back. Oh, nice. Alright, let's do a ready check. Let me throw down some raid markers here. I'll do a full timer. We're missing one of the healers, but we've got 4, mostly for Portal Keeper and for Coven. So we can kind of jump around a little bit. Let's see, where is there? It's actually. Let's do this.
3, 2, 1.
HOV initial dragon pull is just Hunter Trap and Incap. Yeah, if you're in a group that'll CC for you. A lot of the groups I get in, it's just jump in and gun ho, just kill the things. But if you can do some decent CC with the 2 casters that are next to the dragon, then it becomes an easier pull. Especially on a week like this where you have fortified, because that fortified dragon with its dragon breath is going to be hitting the tank ridiculously hard. Might be too many heals now, maybe. All the healers seem really geared too. Definitely, if there's too many heals, there was one of the shamans was queued up as a healer and a DPS, so I don't mind picking up someone who can kind of flex like that as well. It was. You didn't die, but everyone else did. Yeah. So Steel, you're a main blood DK. What do you think about the blood DK changes in alpha so far? I mean, again, nothing is set in stone, and actually, I know that they recently changed the servers. Like they added new starting zones and new quest zones. So hopefully, I'll be getting more footage of that for you guys. But what do you think so far? Also, SSG, something that seems to happen a lot to me, especially Pugging, is that when you're running Himdall, a lot of people die to the Storm Breath. A lot. Himdall seems to be the biggest problem going through HOV, regardless of Tyrannical or Fortified Week. I mean, if it's Tyrannical, it's worse. But I get a lot of groups that don't handle the Storm Breath well. Also, if you guys are leveling new tunes, and you guys don't mind dungeon crawling, I would suggest doing it. When they nerfed power leveling, they buffed the XP you get from the LFG tool in a dungeon. So I was able to take my Demon Hunter from level 103 to 110 in 2 days. That was with one invasion in there, so that was one free level. And then the other 6 levels were just a few dungeons here and there. They seem to be a lot better than questing if you can get them done in any reasonable amount of time. If you don't require Discord, it's hard though. Yeah. Normally when I'll join Pugs, it's just, you know, just hop in. Let's try to get this dungeon done. I also see RNGs is starting to come through the window. We gotta take care of that. 3, 2, 1. No, the consuming sphere. It's eating someone's face off. There's someone in there. Oh no! It's one of the healers is stuck in there. All right, let's fix this this RNGs situation. What is this? You got a Lego? Ah, somebody did get a Lego. Shaman Lego? Yeah. Hands. You watch your video like you said in it, much the same. You keep hoping for Prot Warrior. Dude, me too. I'm very hesitant because right now Alpha is very early, right? So I don't want to be like, hey, this is terrible, this is trash. So I'm just kind of like, these are my impressions right now. I think this could get changed, and Prot Warriors need a little bit of love in the Alpha right now. They need a little bit of love. I mean, I'm still going to stick with my Prot Warrior, but I just hope I hope I don't have to make up for that much of a difference in the way their abilities are working. You just move to the second and then back to where you were. Yes, I agree. You move to the second one, but I don't know why. It's one of the hardest things. One of the hardest things to get done. I normally get like, if it depends. If it's gonna be a rip key group, normally what I get is 2 people that die to the Storm Breath, to the first one, and then the rest of the group knows how to stay alive But you can see how the group is going to do with just the first Storm Breath. We know the truth. The day BFA comes out, expect Prop Pally leveling with me live. Prop Pally was really fun. Prop Paladin was very strong, but my co-tank is a Prop Paladin, so I don't see the need to bring two Prop Paladins to whatever the first raid is going to be. As much as like Prop Paladins have a lot of utility, they don't. Their utility is really based around forbearance. Like they can bop, they can lay on hands, they can do all sorts of things. The only thing that they might bring to the group is being able to do Blessing of Sacrifice on each other when they're not active tanking. Besides that, if they're starting to bring back raid-wide buffs, it'd be nice to also have a different tank like a warrior with Battle Cry. So yeah, it depends on what we're doing, but I don't see the benefit in having two tanks be the exact same class. So going into BFA, I'm going to be taking two tanks. Prot Warrior will be my main focus, and then as far as the second one, we'll see. For right now, I'm really considering Demon Hunters, and Demon Hunters feel really good in the alpha. They feel a lot better than they do now in live. In live, you have to manage a lot of different things, a lot of different. You have a really like. You have to prioritize every single global cooldown to play a Vengeance Demon Hunter and to not be spiky. And I have not yet completely mastered that. Like I'm doing LFR, I'm going through that content. I'm doing Mythic pluses. I'm doing Mythic pluses at this level, probably like 7 and lower, because my item level is pretty bad. So I'm trying to do all that, but Vengeance Demon Hunters in Alpha are looking really good. And then my co-tank, Glock, he's probably going to do Paladin and maybe Bear, maybe Demon Hunter. We'll see. But we're both definitely going to go in. I'm going to try to be raid ready with 2 classes before that first raid comes out. Just because, like, I remember progressing through even just any type of heroic raid. Sometimes you just need that certain class for that one fight. Like, you know, first time you're doing heroic Coven, doing it with a Death Knight is way easier. When you're going through heroic Agrimar, doing that with a DK is way easier. So there's a few fights where bringing certain classes is just gonna make things way easier. So want to be prepared. I'm for sure gonna slam my head against the wall with a Prot Warrior first. Is Paladin still a class? SSG, I know in live Paladin tanks are nowhere near the top of the list, but in BFA Alpha, Prot Paladins are doing really well, man. Really well. They gave them their active mitigation can now be activated at any time. There's no cost, like no mana, nothing. You just activate it. Their active, I mean, it's a frontal cleave. That's not a big deal, but it can be activated at any time. They now have 3 charges of it, so their haste requirement just goes all the way down. So now you don't need to stack haste like crazy for a Prot Paladin. Yeah, they're feeling really strong. Why, that guy's AFK? Yep, he's AFK. Alright, let's try to get a summon. If they don't come back, we're gonna have to boot him. This is one of the healers. This is the guy who just got a legendary. You get the legendary and leaves. We know you think Paladins are a master class. In BFA, as far as tanks go, they've probably felt the sturdiest. Vengeance Demon Hunters felt really fun, but they feel like they're missing. I kept saying it. They feel like they're missing one other defensive cooldown. Like, you know, Prot Warriors and Prot Paladins and Blood DKs. They all have smaller cooldowns that can really be used. But Prot Paladins just, I mean, yes, no, Prot Paladins feel really good. But yeah, Vengeance Demon Hunters, they feel like they just need one more one more cooldown. Alright, we'll just remove them. We'll wait for them to promptly be booted from the group. We were overhealing anyway. You want to learn how to heal next. You have a holy paladin, but you find it so confusing. Steel, if you... I've been debating making a holy paladin healing guide, and I will probably be making one in the next, few weeks. So as soon as the number drops down to 18, we'll be good to go, which takes a minute. So BFA Vengeance feels bad compared to live. Really? What don't you like about it? So Vengeance is good, Fracture is 50 plus pain, Soulbond on 4 frags, sometimes you have 4 shards. Yes. So what don't you like? You just press buttons less often. There's a little bit less activity. I will agree with that. You don't feel like Vengeance Demon Hunters right now in live sometimes lose global cooldowns. That's what I feel like. I feel like sometimes there's 3 things that I want to press and all 3 things are good options. There is a better option, but they're all good. And it's like right now in alpha, it doesn't feel like you're gonna be, losing out on that. You just kind of, you have what you need to press. Your priority is a lot more straightforward. And right now in live, it just seems like, yeah, every now and then there's 5 different things I could be pressing. I could do an immolation aura if I'm running legendary boots to lower fiery brand cooldown, or I could pop my artifact ability just to start getting some more fragments. Or at this point, in this exact same cooldown as well, I also have 4 fragments out. Should I spirit bomb? There's quite a few things going on, but I like the playstyle of Vengeance being so aggressive, so in your face, and partly just kind of being like, I'm gonna hit this boss as hard as I can while passively surviving. It's really aggressive, and I like it. Probably jumping around celebrating the Lego. Aw, man. Prot Warrior got dumpstered in BFA. So far, yeah. So far, yeah. There's a few things they could do to make it feel just fine. I think the biggest change, I realize they nerfed Ignore Pain a lot. And while that hurts, I think the biggest thing that really affects me is the fact that shield block is now 35 rage. So now I have to charge in, and you can't always charge in, and it's actually more beneficial to you and your team if instead of charging in, if you leap in, you get more damage out of that, more threat generated. So now I'm forced to having to charge in and shield slam before I can get 1 shield block off, which doesn't feel good. I would much rather shield block go back down to 20 rage so that I can leap in, slam and block, or charge in, block. I don't have to have this like weird artificial delay. And I don't mind the Ignore Pain nerf, really. I can do fine without having Ignore Pain.
3, 2, 1.
If it does, then that would close the gap. Who's just suggested that if the Azurite gear gives you that extra rage, then yeah, absolutely, it'll be fine. But that's what we can hope for. But either way, 35 rage seems a little excessive when a lot of other classes get their active mitigation activated just for free. They just get their active mitigation up. All right, let's go over here. We're gonna have to pick this up first.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2.
What's up, Max? How you doing, man?
3, 2.
Vengeance smaller cooldown on live is just Painbringer. A lot of people just ignore Painbringer for some reason though.
2, 1.
I feel like their smallest cooldown is Searing Brand, but Searing Brand, you need to run specific Legos to kind of get it sub 1 minute. But even then, like 1 minute's not bad. But I feel like every other class I feel has 2 small cooldowns and a large cooldown. You feel like Heavy Repercussion should be baseline, make shield block cheaper, and then you can reset it faster. Yeah, I mean, they have to do something with the talent points where they appeal to different playstyles, and there's some people that really like the block heavy, mastery heavy playstyle that Prot Warriors can have. So I mean, Heavy Repercussions is fine keeping it in a certain tree. It lowers your haste requirement because it extends the life of your shield block. But definitely the excessive rage cost on shield block itself is very detrimental. Ignore Pain I can deal with. It's a 12-second cooldown. It's up for 4 seconds, so you have 8 seconds of downtime, and you're taking 60% reduced damage. It's not bad. In fact, like if they wanted to remove Ignore Pain altogether from the game, I would be okay with it as long as everything else remained unchanged. I mean, another change that I don't like about the Prot Warriors right now is the fact that Warbringer, the talent point, the first tier talent point, is no longer an AoE stun. So that means that I'm going to be picking up Devastator. 10 times out of 10, I'm going to pick up Devastator. Why do I not want an AoE stun? And Devastator required you to set up for that stun. Like it wasn't like a cheese mechanic. A lot of people run Shockwave because they don't properly time running out, running back in, and getting that charge AoE stun off. So there was definitely a skill difference between running... Oh no, just committed suicide. But yeah, there was definitely a skill difference in casting Devastator and running Warbringer, but that one's gonna hurt Mythic Plus. This is really gonna suck with Mythic Plus. And Shockwave is subject to diminishing returns, and Warbringer is not. Warbringer was immune to diminishing returns, so it always landed, guaranteed. You just got your second 21 last night, Vault 21. Nice! Tyler, doing it big, man. What's your Raider IO score with that 21, man? Since there isn't any more tier, how do you feel about raiding? Do you feel like there's almost no point? No, I'm okay with tier being gone. But here, I mean, here's the thing. For me, honestly, I would like to keep tier, but I would love to get rid of Titan Forging. The reason that they're getting rid of tier is because sometimes tier set is too strong, but only in the world of Titan Forging. Only in the world of Titan Forging. And what I mean by that is, this expansion, we had this weird... We were living in this weird world where the new raid comes out, but it doesn't necessarily have your best gear. Your best gear can come from 1 or 2 raids prior, but only if it Titan Forges, and only to a certain level, maybe with a socket, maybe with this. So tier sets are fine and they can exist if you get rid of Titan Forging, and that's because Titan Forging makes it so that the old tier sets can catch up to new tier sets. So stats wise, they'll be identical, and then you have all of these tier set bonuses floating around the world, doing all sorts of weird funky things. And if they can all be the same item level, then that means that you have 3-4 different possibilities of gear that people can use. So in a world with Titan Forging, tier sets shouldn't exist, and that's okay. But if it was up to me, I would keep tier sets and just get rid of Titan Forging. Just no forging. You know what you're getting when you go do this dungeon. Like, you're gonna go do this boss that drops shoulders that are heroic level, and that's it. They're gonna be heroic level. They're not gonna Titan Forge to mythic level. They're not gonna Titan Forge to 20 item levels above mythic level. You can't have both. You can't have both. But since they're keeping Titan Forging in the game, and they're very persistent about that, and they've said Titan Forging is staying, we don't care, you can't have tier sets. Ignore Pain is boring, but keep it as a cooldown or something. Yes, I firmly believe that Ignore Pain is boring. I think the fact that I'm a tank and I heavily rely on bubbling myself is really odd, and I don't think that's how the game should be designed, unless there was like a way to do By the way, Epic, can you pop lust, please? Thank you. Oh, somebody got drums. Cool. What was I talking about? Oh, ignore pain. Ignore pain being boring. Unless there was like a priest tank spec, then I believe a priest tank would bubble themselves, would heal themselves, and that's fine. But as a warrior, casting bubbles on yourself is really odd. I've always thought it was just a really odd play style. Like, obviously, the way I built my warrior, I'm exploiting that 100%. I am maximizing my ignore pains all the time. I'm just trying to have a bubble at all times. But that being said, if we didn't have it, I'd be fine with it. So you tanked. Most of Antor's heroic on 935, not nearly as spiky as a paladin. Wow. Yeah, that's that was Glocked experience too. When we were going through Tomb of Sargeras, let me fix these groups. When we were going through Tomb, he ended up bringing. Oh wait, we had another shaman. Let me take a look. So yeah, we ended up after getting our AOTC in Tomb, he ended up bringing his Guardian Druid, and things, he said that everything just felt so much easier. His Guardian Druid was undergeared, but he just said that it was easy. The shaman has a Lego trinket and he has 3 Legos. Jeez. Yeah, when I was first starting on my Boomkin, there was, oh no, there's a lot of people leaving. When I was first starting on my Balanced Druid, there was plenty of people that had best in slot. Alright, let's list this group. Try to pick up another healer and maybe a few more DPSers. You started to appreciate Warbringer more and more since you watched me. Cool, man. Yeah, Warbringer is really, really cool. I picked it up after somebody in the comment section was like, you know, it's not subject to diminishing returns. And once I learned that it wasn't subject to diminishing returns, that's when I was like, I need to try this out. And I loved it. Loved it, man. Vengeance focuses on DPS. Its DPS is gotten mainly through Fracture and Spirit Bomb. Spirit Bomb triggers Painbringer. If you're using it properly, you get 15% flat reduction for 70% of every fight. Yeah, I also need to set up a lot of my weak auras SSG for my Vengeance Demon Hunter, because I feel like Vengeance Demon Hunters have a lot more to track than some other classes. Get another Warlock too? Oh man. Let's just keep getting more Warlocks. Too strong by people that don't raid, therefore they don't get the bonuses. The description says you're running Tomb. Does it? No, it says Antorus. You sure? Did it say Tomb before? Oops. Oh, the description of the video. The description of the video? Oh, okay. I'll change it up. I'll change it up right now. What's up, Christian? How you doing, man? YouTube is slipping sometimes, man. Sometimes the notifications just go out late. Your off-spec was bad. Yes, I'm talking about you specifically joining Tomb, and I was like, how do you have best in... To this day, on my Boomkin, I do not have best in slot legendaries. I do not have shoulders. To this day. And I'm like, why? Why does our Jesus hate me? Demon Hunter, all of us play that with yeah, I need to, I really want to become more proficient at Demon Hunters because they're really fun. They're definitely very different tanks, and I've been enjoying playing my Demon Hunter a lot. You do want the heritage armor? Yeah. You're wondering if you want to level Zandalari Druid or Race. Have you seen the new totems, nerds? They're on MMO. They got data mined. The new Zandalari Shaman totems. Yeah, I'll change the description. Sorry about that. Leveling a 5th warrior, Christian? That's intense. Let's see. I think the shaman we had earlier that went from healing to DPS left. Yeah, okay. Okay, I thought so. Yeah, we just need one more healer. Let's see. Where's Katie? We need Katie. Fight me, you got best in slot on your DK pretty fast too. Man, I also don't have best in slot on my healer paladin either. Demon Hunters are a really fun class, yes. Second DK legendary was the shoulders. My DK legendaries right now are chest and I forget the other one. They're pretty decent though. After you get back from talking to your new boss, you'll join. Oh, for sure, man. Katie's probably drowned in D3 Greater Rifts. Is that what she's doing right now? Playing a lot of D3. Oh, we're losing DPSers. You got waste embraces in a month. Man. The other day when you were tanking on a druid, you got 4 Legos in one day. Wait, what? I just so I started tanking on my Vengeance Demon Hunter. I did every single invasion point out in Argus. I did all of LFR. I'm talking about all the way from Emerald Nightmare all the way down to Antorus. I did like 4 Mythic pluses, and all I got was 1 legendary. How are you getting 4? No Katie, Rip Raid. We just need one more healer. Who's the other healer we got in here? We got a monk in here. We could try 2 healing it, but I wouldn't want to. You got the bracer on your DK for your second Lego? I think that's what I have. I think I have chest and bracers, which are pretty solid. You just tried a weak aura setup for the paste spin, but it seems like they aren't tuning right. Do you have any new setups for weak auras 2? Yeah, what I'm running right now is weak auras 2, Chris. Are you talking for Pra Warriors? Or for which class, Chris? Or are you talking about the ones just for the raid itself? Other healer is a priest. I thought it was this guy. I just saw this guy on the healing. Got it. It's the 2 priests. And invasions. You did 3 caches. Oh, I did my caches too. I don't know how you got that many, man. Got my first Vengeance Lego yesterday. Yeah, me too. I got boots, which aren't bad. the warrior settings for shield block and stuff. So I run weak auras too. So let me see this. Tanking Proud Warrior. So some of these, Chris, if you have a client that's in a different language, there are some where there was nothing, like I couldn't use a spell ID. So for example, the Shield Slam one, I had to type in the name. There was no way for me to use a spell ID. So if you run your client on a different language, you might have to check under the trigger tab to make sure the right name is in there for you. There's just a few of them. Like these also have that, because there's some that are just a name, and I type in the spell ID, but it changes back to the name. So I think when I export them, they'll have a little bit of difficulty if you run your client on a different language. This is the worst part about pugs. I agree. Make one of the warlocks heal. They have fell rain, another they can just do, the warlocks can just do health funnel to everybody, right? Alright, so let me organize the groups. So we're gonna keep all the warlocks outside with their lovely, what's that? That would be awesome. That would make PvP a nightmare, though. 2's arena would be just warlocks everywhere. So actually, we can keep the same groups. I'll just swap that for that. And yeah, group 2 will go in. We've got most of our critical roles in group 1. Cool. Alright, we'll see which healer decides to go where. So, alright, so we've got Brittany going to Portal. Let's do a ready check. Let's see how this goes. Most you've ever gotten was 3 in 1 day. That's so ridiculous, man. Alright, let's do a pull. Gotta try that you're in German. For sure, Chris. Look at the trigger tab. That's gonna be where all the names are. Like when I do the raid wide ones, like the Antaurus ones, that's when I can do spell IDs because it's being cast by the boss. But unfortunately, when it's something for players, when it's something that the players have to cast or have off cooldown, I put in a spell ID, but then Weak Auras eventually changes it to a name. So yeah, take a look at that trigger tab, and it might help you out. That might be what you need to look into.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Alright, looks like I'm going up here. Gotta get this guy down. Hooves, can you do the flame when we're done?
Three, two, one.
Oh, I saw somebody get knocked around and had to jump out. They ran into the portal. Alright, nerds, we're almost out. We're almost out. Alright, we're gonna get the ads here as well.
1.
Beware.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
By the way, Max, I did not nerf you. I haven't changed any of those settings.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Alright, looks like Nerds is going to be going into the second portal. There's his second stack. We're about to hit that 60%.
2, 1.
Beware.
Yeah, Brittany, there was going to be a coup. A military coup against you. Alright. So they're taking care of the second guy up there. I mean, 2 healing looks fine. We've got some really solid heals. Actually, Brittany, you're being challenged by the other priests. You guys are putting out about the same healing. Actually, there it is. You just completely overtook him out over there in the fell portal area. I was gonna say you guys were pretty neck and neck. I think you were up by about 10k, but now you're up by about 30 to 40. We've also got some really good DPS. I think we'll be able to 2-heal the rest of this dungeon. The only one that might present a bit of an issue is Coven, but even then, as long as nobody outranges any of the healers, I think we'll be fine.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh, I'm gonna get destroyed by this. No!
2, 1.
At least, I thought the root was going to end as soon as the hit was going to go out, so that I was no longer going to be rooted. So it was actually going to knock me off the platform. But it ended up working so that the root was still active when that went out. Did somebody pick up the flame? Oh, they did. Okay. We're going to get the flame pretty soon here. Nice.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Oh, there it is. I can see again.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I was going to charge in there. Not like that. And by the way, just as an aside, I agree with Max. This is a learning community. We're not doing arena junkies, elitist jerks here of you're a terrible tank, you're this, you're that. Everyone's here because they have found my guides at some point, which means that at a certain point, everyone has needed help, including myself. So we're all here to help each other out and not tell each other that you're shit or something along those lines. Three Sunders is the worst tank. I mean, that's just facts there. I don't know why he uses item level 915 tanking gear when he's over here doing Antaurus and he passes on all this. No, he's terrible. Look, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, take a look. If it doesn't help out, Chris, reach out to me in either the comment section of the video that we're talking about or messages here on YouTube, or you can tweet at me or something and I can help you out with the weak aura importing it. Yeah, I can help you out with all of those weak auras. So I can let you know like what it should be and link you maybe to like Wowhead and spell IDs and stuff like that, so you can try that. Was conserving for later portals. Oh, I just saw the meters. All I had to do was call out Brittany, and she's like, "No, I got this. This is not happening." I believe we're missing one person, and then we'll be good to go. We could keep pushing this. You feel like Coven isn't that hard? It depends. Our DPS is really good, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you have like the Amanthul ads, and they get a decent amount of cast off, it could be a problem. It could definitely be a problem because they apply that stacking dot that just does a ton of damage to you. Britt needs to make videos on how to priest. I agree. She needs to either make videos or teach me, and I'll just be like, thanks to my teacher, Brittany. Sponsored. This is sponsored by Brittany. Holy priest in the raid right now. I think they're both holy, right? Yeah, they're both holy. It's my bare shins. What do you mean? You mean I can't like tank with my ribcage sticking out? Alright, let's do a pull timer. This is normal, so we only have a double stack at the very end, so we should be okay.
5, 4, 3,
You were trying to figure out how to make a global cooldown weak aura. You can. I believe there's a weak aura where you can do a timer, and you can do the timing based on how much haste you have. But what you can do, Steel, is actually track an ability that is never on cooldown. Track like you can even do like an auto attack track actually, and your auto attack should be syncing with everything else. So every time you use an ability, it could track that global cooldown of your auto attack. Or if we're talking about, depends on what you're running, you can do like Devastator or something. But yeah, you can definitely do a global cooldown like that. And if it's on cooldown, you can just change the icon of it so that it, you know, doesn't show Devastator or doesn't show auto attack. But I think that's definitely possible. One that tracks your global cooldowns. I think the best way that it would look is kind of like how people always use the swing timer right below their character to show when their next auto attack is going to be, when the next swing is. I think a global cooldown like that would be probably a better way of displaying it. No, I know you weren't being lazy. Just like you enjoy calling me out, you know, sometimes you just gotta return the favor. Healers aren't people. Neither are tanks. Tanks aren't people. Tanks are just meat bags that just want to get hit. Tank, do you guys remember Super Smash Brothers Brawl, I think? The one for GameCube? Tanks are that punching bag that you punch and kick and do combos on until you can punt it as far as humanly possible. And you get scores based on how far you can punt the punching bag. That's what a tank is. You just keep punching it till it's so weak that you just like punt it like 600 yards across the game. If I want to do BFA Holy Priest, you'd be down to help? For sure. I'm gonna take you up on that offer. As soon as I finish the tanking classes, I'm gonna take you up on that. Where is Nerds? Nerds is there. I'll go down here. Oh no, that just left. No. I thought I saw the ship up there. The Centenax in the bottom as well. Yeah, we've got bottom in 40 seconds. There's a Holy Paladin in queue. We've got... what? He's going to think we're in Keeper. Let's see if he stays. If he just joins and leaves, that's fine. Oh, there's literally a trigger global cooldown. Oh, okay. I never looked into doing like a global cooldown weak aura, so I didn't know that there was just an option for that. But it makes sense. I'm a bone bag. Alright, we're gonna get a destructor up top. Let me go top. Healers are the worst, you just stand there. Healers are the worst. On Grievous or Bursting Week, I pull everything and then they're like, oh, I can't heal this. It's like, what? You're at full mana. What are you talking about? How can you not heal it when you're at full mana? This makes no sense. If you're at full mana, that means you weren't healing hard enough, right? Isn't that how it works? You just like poop out mana, and the more mana that happens, the more healing that happens. I think that's how healing works. If you're not it's your fault. With glowing hands thinking you're better than us. Oh, the Super Smash Brothers bag, good times? Yeah. Vengeance hits back though? Yeah, it does. I mean, Vengeance goes meta on you, right? You hit Vengeance hard enough, turns into a giant demon that wants to rip your face off. Which is kind of funny that in order to be a demon hunter, even Illidan did it, you know, in order to be a demon hunter, you have to like become a demon yourself. It's very Blade-esque. Like, in order to beat the vampires, you have to be a vampire. You got 29% haste on your blood decay, and it's crazy. You focus more on your weak auras and your skill bar. Yeah, that's how I feel about my Prot Warrior. I focus a lot more on my weak auras and my bars. Like, I could probably hide this top bar. I think the only thing I would need to track from this top bar would be Neltharian's Fury, and if I made a weak aura for Neltharian's Fury, I could hide this top bar. The bottom bar is bigger cooldowns, and I don't have weak auras for those because there's very specific cases where I use it. Oh no! Oh no! Invasive! If you played it on live, it feels like shit. Which spec are we talking about, SSG? Vengeance? Vengeance is looking real nice in BFA Alpha, definitely. Oh yeah, SSG, you're not enjoying the Alpha Vengeance because they got rid of a lot of the activity, a lot of the things that you're doing. That's it. More effort equals more mana, and if you're it's also your fault. Probably. You normally just wait till the other healer runs out of mana before you start healing. That's a good way to look at it. It's like you handle it now, and instead of needing an innervate, we don't need innervates. All we need to do is stagger our mana, and then once you're done healing, I'll start healing, and that means you can go to the corner and sit, and once you sit back there, you'll recover your mana. Or what we'll do is we'll actually get the paladin to throw on Seal of Wisdom and judge it. And when your mana runs out, you just go up to the boss and melee it, get your mana back, and then by the time I'm you have a full bar of mana. This is gonna be great. This is gonna I don't see the hole in this plan at all. This is awesome. It's bursting though, percent HP. No, I agree. We're just being facetious. You ran a lower on your druid yesterday and the healer was like, stop pulling, you had a Oh man, that was me yesterday. I was trying to run a Darkheart Thicket on my Demon Hunter, and there was a Warlock who would start running. So the pull was like at 20%. The pull was nowhere near dead yet. It had like 20% of his HP yet. The Warlock would pop Fell Rush, go to the next group, and pull it all, and then run back. And I was like, you could at least finish DPSing this other pack, and we also have bursting, so why do we want to have 8 mobs on us all the time? And he did this for everything, including bosses, by the way, including bosses. It was a terrible run. Bursting with large trash is horrible for healers. Yes. We're talking your EOAs. We're talking your lower Kara specifically. But EOA is up there. Arcway, Court Stars. Yeah, there's a few runs that have like those big packs of non-elites. That's not cool. What's up, Chris Thomas? How you doing, man? Isn't there a new Mythic Plus affix for BFA? They haven't specifically mentioned anything. I think there's been a few things that were data mined, but I haven't heard any official thing. I know that they said that the Mythic Plus system is carrying forward, so I would imagine that they're gonna do a lot more with affixes. Like there's tons of ideas they can do with affixes, right? There's a ton of different things. Like when you think about iconic boss mechanics, they can just start making those affixes. All right, let's do a pull timer. Everybody is ready. We should have plenty of healing too. Let's try this.
5, 4.
They should do more interesting affixes. Some of them are irritating. Yes. I think that's the thing about affixes, right? There's some that you design that have to be unavoidable just by design. It's like, this happens. Deal with it. Like you need good gear to get better gear. And then there are certain affixes that are like, this is completely avoidable if you just do these things. For example, we have Sanguine. If you are running a Blood Decay and maybe like a mage that's on their interrupt game, Sanguine is never going to affect you. They can pull out of it, they can interrupt out of it, like it's just never going to be an issue for you. But if you're running a melee heavy group, Sanguine is going to get a few ticks off on you. But then we go to this week where we have Bursting and Quaking, and there's nothing you can do to avoid it. Bursting is always going to get on you. You can't LOS it, you can't outrange it. And then you have Quaking, which if you're good at Quaking, Quaking only hits you for 20% every time. But it hits you for 20% every time. There's no way to avoid it. There's no way around it. You have to stop casting. So yeah, there's some affixes that are just completely avoidable, and then other ones that you just can't. You can argue that explosive is avoidable if you are in the right place, because explosive can be LOS. So if you're tanking in a corner, you could technically get away with never having to deal with an explosive. Just keep going around the corner. Every time an explosive comes out, you go around the corner, and then you get new ones, and you go back around the other way, and you just keep dancing around corners the whole time. So, you know, you could even argue that explosive can be avoidable. Although there's some dungeons where it's just open, and you can't do much about it. People like me so much they pull for me. That run yesterday was very, very annoying.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I think what made it worse is the warlock, the party leader and the warlock were buddies, and they were just like, "Damn tank, why aren't you even pulling?" And it's like, you know, the mobs still have 20% of their HP, and they're no, they weren't fortified. I think it was a +8. It was like the mobs still have 20% of their HP. Why would I keep going? Like we need to stop. And they were like, "Man, this warlock is pulling more than you, stupid tank. You need to do something about it." And I was like, I'm not gonna wipe us because we're getting too many stacks of bursting. 25 watching, only 10 likes. What's up, wonderful? How you doing? Wonderful. Always rallying everyone for the likes. I appreciate it. Wonderful.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
But yeah, there's definitely some affixes that they can add that are typical boss mechanics. Oh man, that was ah man, I was in that AoE of that. I didn't step on it, but I was close. If you think when you guys when we were doing Nighthold, Botanist had a hard mode where you would go eat a fruit, and this fruit would spawn an ad that would slowly run to you, and it had like it didn't have 1 HP, but it had a really, really low amount of HP, so you would have to hit it before it hit you. That as an affix would be interesting. Like, can you imagine if instead of quaking, about as often as quaking happens, so about every, I don't know, 30 seconds, an ad spawns 20 to 30 yards away from you, and it needs to be killed before it touches you. So that means that all the DPS needs, even if you're melee heavy, you just need to go kill another one of your DPSers ads. So if you're ranged, one of your range can deal with it, but, you know, make it susceptible to AoE so that at least you have to waste energy on a hunter doing barrage, do some traps, dragon breath, something.
4,
But yeah, there's a ton of affixes they could do.
1.
New Vengeance is almost paladin level of wheelchair. Oh man, SSG, I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't think it was that bad. I think it helps prioritize what needs to be done. But if you're very used to the current live Vengeance, yeah, it's gonna feel like you don't have anything to press. Tanks take off boot cloak and chest piece to get the exposed bone buff. Look at this buff. Look at this exposed bone buff. Look at that. Oof, man. That's why they're spiky too. It's what I hit them with it. It's like MMA, you know. I'm throwing elbows. That's how I tank. It says shield slam, but I'll raise my shield, go past it, and just hit him with the elbow. Hit him with the spiky elbow. COS is fun on bursting. COS is never fun. I wonder if they're designing dungeons with Mythic Plus in mind. I think they're gonna design the affixes with Mythic Plus in mind instead. I think that I think it's gonna be the other way around. I forgot to delist the group. I think something else that they're gonna start doing is designing affixes with tournament play in mind, because the MDI was huge. It was, you know, it was great. There was a ton of people watching, a ton of people, you know, submitting their scores and wanting to be part of it, and they are going to be, you know, thinking that that's the way to go right now. That's one of the potential esports right now. Arena has its own esport. It looks like the PvE esport is going to be the MDI. So I think they're also going to design a lot of these affixes with that in mind. They're just going to be like, hey, you know what? Can this be competitive? We need to remove the 100% RNG of this so that it's, you know, a little bit more standard, a little bit more competitive. So yeah, I think they're definitely going to be doing that as well. Trash mobs, an ideal 90% of your health regardless of mitigation, each auto attack. Is that not? That's how it feels like when you pull the giants before the third boss in EOA on a fortified week. That's what that pull feels like. They're just gonna do 90% of your damage all the time. They're also gonna spawn a bunch of ads, a bunch of crap on the ground, and they're also gonna stun you every now and then. It's great. Welcome to Eye of Jara. Hoping for a couple more of the third affix to complement Tyrannical and Fortified. That's the thing though, like, the third affix, I used to, you know, I was thinking about that for a while too, and it was like, it'd be cool if you could have 3 of the other affixes, but honestly, when you have a Tyrannical week, it changes the way you play so much. Fortified isn't as bad, but Tyrannical is terrible because these bosses are already supposed to hit hard, and it feels like every other dungeon has a one-shot mechanic on a Tyrannical week. So I feel like that third affix is definitely the hardest one to deal with, because you need to really know the dungeon intimately in order to not get one shot all the time. Alright, let's see. We've got 2, 3, 10. We've got one person AFK. Let's hope they come back. We've got a few people running back. Let's mark the tanks as well. Alright. Let me catch up with chat. You don't know why there's a culture of people pulling for me and never get mad about it, but it's a little weird. It depends. Pulling for me, if it's like as I'm running up to the pull, is not as terrible as these mobs still have 20%. Let me run way ahead of you and pull for you like minutes and minutes ahead of time. Like this is that one was on another level. And type in party chat, you're a shithead. Why are you letting the warlock pull ahead of you? You're a shit tank. Get better. Warlock is pulling for you. Like this, it's like, why are we doing this? We're supposed to be trying to complete this key, not trying to kill it. Alright, looks like Epic is AFK. He did say pull without him. Wait, why are people... I thought I delisted the group. I could have sworn I delisted. Huh. Alright, so Epic is AFK at the time. He said go on without him, so I'll invite him back, but I'll let it change to 14, and we'll see. Maybe a combo of both, smaller percentage. So just explosive. No, there's a few you can avoid. Sanguine you can avoid. The Knight of the Ebon Blade. COS is great. Oh man, I can't do it. I can't handle it. WoW PvP as an esport. That's the only one they've got right now. Wait for it to drop to 14. Let me do a ready check as well. Epic, when you get back, whisper me and I'll send you an invite again. Maybe you'll get back before... Oh! Get back before you got booted? You just whispered me... Oh, okay. Can we get a Warlock TV? Cool, we'll get the summon going here. Like Typhorical, everyone's buffed. Yeah, they'll do an affix 1 week where instead of buffing the enemies, they just nerf you. Everyone's armor is reduced by 20%. All right, Epic is here. Let's do one more ready check. If there aren't frustrating affixes and players at the higher end of the spectrum, we can bored as hell. Yes, I agree. I'm completely okay with having unavoidable affixes, because then you have some weeks that are easy, some weeks that are hard. But yeah, it's been so far. I don't think Mythic Plus has gotten boring. I think 1 year of the same affixes hasn't been that terrible. If all they do in BFA is carry over the current affixes and they don't develop any new ones, then there's going to be reason to complain. But for one expansion, we have it's maybe like 12 or 13 affixes. It's not bad. It's not a bad combination. I do agree that you need a little bit of those unavoidable ones to keep the really high end people from doing a plus 25 every week. And I think Tyrannical and Fortified are the biggest thing that stop people from being able to just completely smash through, you know, super high keys. Because if we didn't have Tyrannical and Fortified, we could theoretically throw on like a Pridas and just survive just about everything else. As long as we're not talking about stuff like Neltharion's Lair that has the pelters, but if it hits only the tank, I'm sure a tank could rotate cooldowns. Even if we're not talking about completing it in time, a tank could rotate cooldowns and survive everything that's not Tyrannical and Fortified. Do I not run keys in pre-made at all? Sometimes. Normally not on my tank, unfortunately. But with my guild, I'll normally run them on my other tunes. So it'll be like, hey, you know what? I haven't done a key on my healer. Does anyone want to do a key? Or like, I just leveled up my Vengeance Demon Hunter. So I've been running keys on my Vengeance Demon Hunter with my guild. I got carried through a +16 yesterday. I was just kind of there, pretending to do damage as Vengeance. But yeah, I'll do keys pre-made now. But for the first 2 tiers of this expansion, I wasn't in a guild. It was all pug everything. So yeah, no, I've been pugging forever. But normally after the Wednesday live stream, if I get my +15 done, I'm all pooped out on Prot Warrior keys. The only time I've really pushed it past the Wednesday live streams was I wanted to get my Raider IO score above 2K, and then once I broke that 2K, I was like, I'm okay now. But since I do, lately I've been streaming alpha, so I do a lot less. But normally on Wednesdays, I would do about 6 keys, whether or not they were completed successfully or not. It was an average of 6 high-level keys on my Prot Warrior. After that, I would be kind of all tired out on my Prot Warrior for keys. Alright, let me go over here and I'll pick up this guy. But yeah, definitely on my alts. Like on my Boomkin, I'll run those. Although I haven't been playing my Boomkin in the past few weeks, but definitely on like my Holy Paladin and my Vengeance Demon Hunter. Those are the only ones that are pre-made. You got lower Kara on explosive and gave up. Nerds, you can Kara has a lot of like tight corridors. You can do explosive, like if you're with the group on Discord or something, like if it's a guild run or something, you could do lower Kara by just running around a bunch of corners. Like you pull something and as soon as all the explosives come out, everybody just runs around the corner. You need everybody to listen exactly when those bombs go out and when everybody's running around the corner. But you could be doing that. In most pugs, you won't have that level of communication, and most people will stay out and blow up because some people go in, some people stay out. Not enough people smashing the explosives.
Run away, little girl.
You like Sanguine Volcanoes, completely avoidable. Stuff is nice weeks, yes. But I do agree with SSG that you need a few of those affixes to be unavoidable. Sometimes you just need something that is just going to increase the difficulty no matter what. Like you're going to be getting some of the best gear in the game, right? You're going to be getting a 940 at the end of the week that has a super high chance of Titan Forging and War Forging. Sometimes you got to work for it. You want the best gear in the game, you're going to have to work for it a little bit. Multi-shot target macro equals win.
1.
Wait, you can target explosives with macros now? I know when explosive was first introduced, they specifically didn't allow it. You could try to do /target, explosive /target fell. None of it worked. There was no way to do a macro to stomp out explosives. I had no idea that they did change it, if they did. There was a Vengeance Demon Hunter that soloed a +19. That's insane. Yeah, and that probably takes a lot of time. What key did I get this week? Let's see. I got an Arcway 18. You can't solo an Arcway because the last boss, when he sends you to the other world, the last boss, those ads are gonna stun you and freeze you, and you need someone else to help out. So can't do Arcway solo. There's a few dungeons that you can probably do. Blackroot Hold, maybe. Depends on if you can handle the ads. But definitely Vengeance Demon Hunters are going to be outputting a lot more DPS than me. Like I saw Mion, who's a Demon Hunter that loves going out there and soloing current level stuff. I saw him solo Trilliax. So I tried for a few hours and I just didn't DPS check it. he was pulling an average of 1.4 million DPS as a tank, which is how he met the enrage timer. I was pulling an average of 700k DPS, so literally half of him. I would hit the Trilliax enrage timer, and Trilliax starts swinging for about 4 or 5 million each swing. There's no way to stay alive through that. I pushed Trilliax to about 30% before I was like, I need like a full set of crit gear or something. Alright, there's a Kingaroth. Let's go to Vari. Oh wow. The icon for those gloves look really cool. I don't think I had seen that before. But yeah, I sometimes run keys and pre-made, but not really on my Prot Warrior. Prot Warrior mostly lives the Pug life. So SSG, you can do a macro target for explosives now, because ever since the first week where they didn't let you, I just didn't try them. All this tier that won't forge up? Yeah. Oh, hey, Nerd's got his Apocalypse Drive. Did you have one already, Nerds? That trinket is one of my favorite trinkets. Nerds, I always forget you have this. Nerds, you don't need Apocalypse Drive. Look. Oh man, 915 strength crit. Strength is really, really good for you though, as a blood DK. You pray to RNGs daily, sir? Is that how you got that 930 Arcano Crystal? By praying to RNGesus every day? I need to make a little throne out here on my desk. This isn't the current throne I have is a little old. Let me show you guys. Current things I have on the desk are this guy right here. I've got Arthas, the Lich King. What else we got? We've got some Destiny Warlock goodness here. We've got I don't know how many people will have seen this. We've got some Knights of the Zodiac. If you guys ever saw that anime. Got some Skyrim as well. Oh god, his helmet's all over the place. Some Skyrim guy. Oh god, now I messed up his helmet. He can't see. And then a few other things. Mega Man. Lovely Mega Man helmet. And I've got a Mega Blastoise way back there. Explosive is easy on the tanks because you know based on the nameplates what doesn't have aggro. Yeah, a lot of tanking classes will have to stomp out the explosives, but every now and then you get a few melees that really help out with it because it can get overwhelming sometimes. Oh no, nerds, you're gonna confuse all of us. Shrine nerd? It's true. I bought my Arthas when it was the spring clearance, or I can't remember if it was like the Christmas sale they did. But that Arthas figuring is very detailed, and I think it was like like $3 on the Blizzard shop because they were trying to just get rid of them. And I was like, I will gladly. Why is Arcano Crystal so good? Just the stats? Yeah. In Legion, secondary stats are really good. So in Legion, that's why every now and then, like when you itemize, you could take an item level drop. Like you could equip something that's 15 item levels lower than what you currently have, and it's still going to be better. Like it's like if you're simming, your DPS can be better even if you're dropping item level, because secondary stats are playing such a huge role in Legion. That's why they were nerfed as well. Secondary stats were nerfed in Legion. So that means that as boring as they are, stat sticks are very good in Legion. Very good. Is Chrono Shard good? You have a 935. Can't tell if it's better than some of the other trinkets. I would need to see which one Chrono Shard is again. I think I had it at one point, but I can't remember which one Chrono Shard is. AMS the confusion for myself though. Oh, nice. Alright. Everybody's ready. Hooves, can you take care of the charges? Nice. See, that's why I like having you around. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Alright, let's go. Arcano Crystal for the loss. Yeah, man. It's stat sticks are just so good, and especially certain classes. Especially when we're talking about like nerds here with his DK. DKs benefit a ton from stat sticks. So yeah, depending on what class you are, although most tanking classes are going to benefit a lot from stat sticks. Some classes benefit greatly from secondary stats, prot warrior, priest, shamans, etc. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
There's other classes that aren't that focused on it, but I feel like they're moving more towards that. Also, if you guys didn't see in BFA, they're redoing a lot of the damage formulas for, instead of being based off of weapon damage, they're going to be based off of attack power. So if you guys played before Legion, getting a weapon upgrade was massive. Anytime you got a weapon upgrade, it was huge, like percentage DPS increases. Like you would get 5% extra, 10% extra, depending on how big the upgrade was. It was insane. So in Battle for Azeroth, I think they want to go away from that because artifact weapons are going away. So we're gonna get weapon drops again. So they're changing a lot of the damage formulas for abilities for attack power instead of weapon damage, which is going to normalize everything. It's gonna make it so that weapon drops and getting weapons is more of like any other piece of gear. It's a little bit more standard of an upgrade rather than how it used to be so massive.
2, 1.
Oh, you AMS'd it. My bad, nerds. My bad. I just taunted out of habit.
2, 1.
That's the reason people were doing end of expansion DPS at the end of Emerald Nightmare. Yes. The reason why people were doing such like high amounts of damage was the secondary stats were crazy good, to the point where they just had to nerf them. I know Hooves is still a little upset. He was playing a fire mage and he had like over 60% crit at the end of Emerald Nightmare, and then the secondary stat squish happened and he went down to like 30% because they were like, wait, you're already at 60% at the end of the first tier. We have 2 more tiers to go. Are you gonna get to like 200%? Like how? No, this is not gonna work out. So they just kind of nerfed everything, stabilized it all, and you know, brought it back down to normal expansion levels. I don't think they saw how strong their secondary stats were going to be, and the fact that they still had 1 year ahead of them to keep going. Where does the Arcano Crystal drops? The Arcano Crystal drops from Withered Jim, who's a world boss, and he's over in Ajara. And if you don't want to do that, if you want to farm for an Arcano Crystal, then I believe somebody said something about the relinquished tokens, and yeah, that's what you do. You go out to Argus, you farmed the ruined Argonite or whatever the resource is called, and you buy relinquished trinkets, and you just pray. You just pray to RNGesus every time you do it. You might also want to look into your classes, because there's certain classes that have a few less options for trinkets. Like, I could be wrong, but I think Arms Warriors have less options than Prot Warriors, so you could inflate your chances of getting an Arcano Crystal by picking the right spec, depending on what class you are. So, might want to look into that too. AMS there for the win. He's just gonna hold on to it. Nerd said, "This is my boss. Look at me."
Beware.
Nice. We've got 935s. Nothing great. Nothing amazing. No big Titan Forges. Boss is finally on his way. 20 more minutes for sure. Fire Mages got hit so hard. Yeah. It was that day that Hooves shelved his mage. It was like, I'm never going to play this again. I'm just going to leave it right over here. And to this day, he has not played his Fire Mage. He plays his Warlock and his Warrior, and that's it. Alright guys, I'm going to reset this boss so that we can run across. Go, go, go! Everybody run! The assault was real, yes. Over 600 tokens and you haven't seen it? That's a lot. AMS for all the wins. Man. I gotta get on your healing level for that fight. What was my healing for that fight? Let's see. I was only doing 760k. This tank, I'm telling you. I don't know why you guys still insist on carrying 3 Sunders through all the content. Wait, who left? Somebody left at the end of one of these bosses since last time we were trying to recruit people. We had 15 people. 239. I'm getting down to the core group here. Bad tank kick. Yeah, can we get a vote to kick this guy? Wait, Hooves, you're stuck. I'll get you. Hooves, run. Run. Alright, let me do good old raid markers again. No, not red. You can't see red on this floor. Don't use red markers on Coven. Oh, the monk left before Vari. Got it. You'll always take more damage than anyone. You can't beat me at it. Alright, you know, when DKs first came out, they had really good parry. But now they gave that to Demon Hunters. They were like, yeah, here you go. Your stomach hurts. Should you still go to the gym? You could put it off for an hour or two. Let your stomach come back around. Let's do a ready check. I agree with what Brian said. That's what I meant by your stomach coming back around. Just wait an hour or two, drink a full cup of water, full glass of water, and just hold off for an hour. You might be better off. Alright. Everybody's ready. Nerds, you'll be picking up Asara and going to Star. Alright. Got you on my focus. We've got this. Yeah, Brian read my mind. I just didn't want to I didn't want to just be like, hey, you know what? Maybe you should wait for a bowel movement. That's exactly what's going on. Don't forget to CC Magic for those of us in the CC list group. Yeah. Alright, everybody's ready. Let's give it a shot. Did you AMS through Shadow Strike and not get Misery? Yeah, man, you can do that.
5, 4,
I call shenanigans because I can't do that. How come I can't reflect Misery back onto Vari? Like, I want him to feel the pain of misery of not being able to get healed. But yeah, I can't do anything about it. Reflect his shadowy claws right back at him. Oh! Did you guys see that kitty? That kitty got knocked over by the shadow blades into the fire whirlwind. That was a lot of spike damage. Look at that perfect taunt. Very good stuff, nerds. We're gonna have fire ads first. All right, let's see. Is that close enough for cleave? Here we go. Yeah, so everybody's gonna need to get out of the middle in 30 seconds. One minute cooldown, you can take 2 swipes. Yeah. Alright, he's got 2 stacks. On the next stack, we swap, and we're gonna have the ads in 10 seconds. There it is. There should be his 3rd stack right after that whirlwind goes out. There it is.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're gonna have the flamethrower ads. I want to definitely go into a corner here so nobody else gets hit by this cleave. Let's take care of those ads. Up next is DPS ads. Alright, so Epic. Not right now, but in the next set of ads, the DPS ads, you are going to pop Lust, okay? But not right now. Don't do it right now. Alright, we've got most of these guys down. I believe we just have 1 ad up at this point, or no, 2. I see 2 fires. Alright, Nerds is at 1 stack right now. Let me move just a little bit. There it is. Right at that cleave range. Cleave, soft spot right here. Alright, let's do a taunt swap, and let me face this away from everyone. Up next, we have the DPS ads happening in 10 seconds. We're going to start at star. Let me... Yeah.
4, 3, 2.
And then, as soon as you see them, Epic, just go ahead and pop Lust. Up to 2 stacks. I'll pick up Dima over here. Lust. Lust, Epic. Oh, we got drums. Alright, we've got drums. Oh, we were doing the heroic, or not heroic, we were doing the normal and Taurus achievements the other day, and in order to get the Coven one, we had to wait for like 8 rotations, and on the 8th rotation is when we finally got the right rotation to be able to do the achievement. And there was a enrage timer, and on normal mode, Dima hit me for 13 million damage with my spell reflect up. That means that without my spell reflect, she was gonna hit me for 26 million damage because of the enrage. That's a lot of damage, and a lot of it insane, considering that that's the amount of damage that they're like, yeah, and when it enrages, it's gonna hit you for 26 million. Good luck surviving that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got you with them drums. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. There's the wall. Let's see how we survive this. There it is. Nerds with a perfect grip. DKs. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. Oh no, they got Brittany. Oh, wait, is that Brittany? Oh no, that's not you. I saw a priest angel, and I was like, oh no, the wall claimed another victim. Perfect. Can we get a B-res? Oh, I don't think anyone on here. Oh yeah, invasive. Invasive's got a B-res. Unless they've got priest cloak. Yeah, no priest cloak. Up next, we've got spread out ads. Nice. I'd much rather avoid DPS ads again. So spread out ads, and then hopefully flamethrower ads. DK power. It's true. Lightning, do not hug me or I will stab you. Nice. I have a feeling that Brittany actually has these on a macro. And she's just very used to telling people, like, if you hug me, I will stab you. Get away from me. Alright, we've got the spread out ads right now. Also, I've got to aim this away from people for the fiery strikes. Gonna get dangerous here. And then I've got to reposition. Let's move. While nobody is trying to get close to me. Oh, kitty. I'm about to hit that third stack right now. Don't think we're gonna get the next cast, and the next cast is wall. I mean, look, we've got a blood DK. You can wall it. You can try to wall us all you want. This blood DK's got you handled. No wall. No time for this wall. 20 seconds later, no. It's gonna take way too long. Uh-oh. I thought we were just gonna stick through it. We're good. Come on. Come on. There it is. Got it. Christopher Jensen, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I hope you are enjoying the content. We're going to be doing a lot more of that alpha content if you want to keep watching. Next week, I've got Prop Paladins and Vengeance Demon Hunters queued up for next week as well. And another live stream. I'm going to do my best to learn Brewmaster monks to some sort of respectable level, so that I can do it live on Wednesday. I've already been leveling up a Brewmaster monk, and I believe in the 60s, but I've gotta push through it. Create a class trial. Go tank and Taurus. Would I, Metro, would I say that 5-man shoulders are better than chest for DPS when combined with Sifus? Or what, Patrick, what spec or what are we talking about? Are you talking about arms or Fury Warriors? You don't have macros, but you need to? I think so. I think you just /RW /raid warning. Do not hug me or I will stab you. I think that's just the thing. Why hooves? I just saw it. Wrong tab for sure, Patrick. You just returned to tanking and you suck at the bursting affix, Christopher. Bursting just means you have to limit your pulls to 5, maybe 6 people. Yeah, so 5, maybe 6. You shouldn't be pulling anything more than 6, especially because it's quaking. If you hit quaking and 6 stacks of bursting, that's like getting 8 stacks. So bursting is just all about limiting your pulls.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
AMS, Gorfreen, two-handed weapon tank, we do it all. Bloody K's do it all. It's true. Also on Heroic Agrimar, DKs do everything. Heroic Agrimar is just a fight that says, you have a DK? If you don't have a DK, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. You're going to need a lot of CC, a lot of people on the breaking CC game as well. Just stagger the kills and don't chain pull for bursting. Yes. If you have, if you're running like Lower Kara, where you have those packs that are 9 people, you have to stagger you either have to stagger the pulls, or if you really want to risk it, you can kill all 9 of them, and the dot is 4 seconds. It ticks twice. Every 2 seconds it ticks. In between ticks, you could pop a cooldown that increases your DPS. What's up, James? No. You heard Mythic Ag needs DKs too? Yeah. It's you've got all the same things and more, right? Alright. I was seeing Sloopbag doing Mythic Agrimar on progression, and without a blood DK, that fight looks like it would have taken quite a bit. Since you like the Mythic Plus, but it's just hard to get back into it, yes, I agree. I think I think right now, since it's the end of the expansion, there was a Legion wasn't the alt-friendly expansion because of artifact weapons at first, and it became more alt-friendly as time went on. But given that it wasn't that alt-friendly, most people just have 1, maybe 2 tunes that are decently leveled. So when you run Mythic Plus, people expect you to really overgear it. I see a lot of people that are requesting like 930, 915, like 940 tanks. It's the amount of item level that people are requesting for the content doesn't make sense. So it's a little hard to jump back in, especially if you stopped a little while ago. Demon Hunter tanks take every foe breaker on Agrimar on Heroic at least. Oh wow. How do you take the second one? What do you pop to take the second one, SSG? By the way, nerds, I'll hold it for this first rotation.
1.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Yeah, I don't. Do you pop like Searing Brand and Meta, and you can take the second one? But what do you do to take the second one? Because I've taken the second one a few times, but it's always been out of desperation. It's never been out of this is the plan. The plan is I take 2 foe breakers. It's always just kind of been, oh shit, the other tank died, or oh shit, we're kind of missing out on this or that. Yeah, it's always a last minute, just very brief moment in time where it's like you need to react now. All right, all these ads need to go down. Nice. Very nice. Monks don't run Brewmaster in Mythic Plus. That's just a game rule. I haven't tanked anything current in Legion with a monk, but I feel like I gotta try. There's plenty of monks doing endgame content. I'm telling you, the monk that I see the least in endgame content is unfortunately Demon Hunters, and I think it's just because the class plays very differently to a traditional tank. The way that Demon Hunters work, it's not anywhere close to anything. The closest thing you can relate it to is DKs, because DKs have mostly always been kind of offensive too. They were the first like two-hander tank that was all about they would output really good DPS and have survivability. So they're the closest thing that's relatable. I'll hang on to it, nerds. And you live. SSG, you need to like you need to teach me Demon Hunters. Although they're gonna be changed a lot in BFA. But I need to learn Demon Hunter from you. Sounds like you've got this Demon Hunter thing on lock. You save meta and power wards in case you have to solo the Fiery Strike. Oh, you can solo the Fiery Strike because you have wings and you can completely get rid of the knockback. The knockbacks aren't a real thing for Demon Hunters. They just don't exist. It's like, LOL, that was supposed to knock me back. No, that's cute. We'll let nerds take that first one.
Run away, little girl.
And Neltharian's Fury. Here we go. Have not played your monk in like 3 years. Yeah, my other monk I leveled up when Mop first came out, and I remember I specifically did it with like no BOA so I could learn the hard way how to tank, and it was like I need to maximize my gear, so I really need to stretch my gear out and make these blues and these greens work for me so I can learn how to tank with this class, as opposed to just throwing in BOAs at the time where you just one-shot everything. But that was a very long time ago. Monks are different now. Only thing that's still the same is that they happen to have stagger. Epic, can we get a lust whenever you can? We've got plenty of time to lust, so whenever you're ready, Epic. You just watched this one guy who's actually a good player. Can you tell me who? I would love to also watch that. Watch a few guides or something. You can also double leap to break the knockback, which is more reliable. Oh, okay. The glide is sketchy.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
You're on a good one today. Yeah, we had a bit of a delay. We lost a lot of healers for Portal Keeper, but then, you know, our healers carried us through it, and we ended up 2-healing it. Thank you for the lust. I think that was drums as well, so thank you. Thank you for all the drums. And I think the drums are coming from Brittany. His ID. Oh, okay. Oh, you watch all the logs he had on his... Oh, okay. Does he do any content like either Twitch or YouTube or anything like that? I'll let you hold on to that, nerds. I think he's gonna die before the flamer end. Perfect. Anyone get the weapon? No, no weapons. I'm ready. Let's go. You have like 100 drums? Nice. The monk you see the least. It was fun to level it solo, but tanking dungeons was not as fun. I'm Bleeding Hollow if I want to look him up on WoW Progress. He's not on Warcraft logs anymore for some reason. He might have realm transferred if he's not on logs anymore. What's up, Chaos? How you doing, man? All right. Where's the... Here we go, Warlock TV. What are we looking like now? Let's see. Argus. We've got 4 heals. Let's do a little bit more deeps. Yeah, we've got a few warlock. I mean, a few summons to do. He actually just what? Just fell off the face of the earth like that? And if that's the last summon, monkey. Is he a monk? Is monkey a monk? Is that what we're going with? Is this guy monkey? Monk. Spelled similar. One of the admins of the Demon Hunter on... Oh, okay. I believe I'm... At least I was... Yeah, I'm in the Council of the Black Harvest. That's the right one, right? Because I know Demon Hunters were a little fragmented. I know Demon Hunters had 2 different Discords. And they would both kind of argue or fight over what was right, what was wrong. Is that the right one? The Council of the Black Harvest? Or are you on the other one? Let's get another summon going. The Fellhammer is a Demon Hunter Discord. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let me see. Am I part of that one? I know I have all the links to all of them, but I don't... No, I don't have it here, but yes, I have the links to all of them. Let's go with 12 DPS, and then we'll delist. Mainly? Okay. Alright. That should be enough. It should be plenty. We've also got a lovely feast here. RNGesus has blessed you this week. You need more rib keys for the Argus Lego. Oh man. For carrying me, Shamkron. Oh, he's doing alright. He's almost at that 1 million mark. All you do is run heroic raids now because apparently you have a habit of joining dead guilds on Alliance. Ouch. That sucks, man. That sucks. Although, if you want to join a guild, now is probably a good time to get in on that ground level. Just because we've got the new expansion coming out. A lot of people are just going to finish heroic and then veg out for the rest of the months of beta access, alpha and beta access. So they're just going to you know, level up their allied races. And a lot of people are going to switch roles. There's going to be a lot of people that are tired of tanking, tired of healing. So right now is a good time to join a new guild. Let's do a ready check. 3 Sunders to rally on not found. Yeah, I'm on Dalaran now. Dalaran Chaos. Got pulled into a meeting. It's all good, Max. Welcome back. Hey, Max. Just a quick question. Are you running Demon Hunter on Diablo? For Mythic rating? Oh yeah, I realm transferred to hop into Mythic. Nice. What build do you run for Demon Hunter on Diablo? Because the season I enjoyed the most on Diablo, Path of Exile? No, I haven't played Path of Exile. I'm very strongly considering a little bit of Black Desert Online in my life, but I don't know if I want to do that much of a grind. Chaos. Chaos, are you going to whisper me? I'm waiting. Multi-Demon Hunter? I'm pretty sure we're talking about the same build. That was the season I enjoyed the most on Diablo was season where I did a Demon Hunter. I'm pretty sure that was the build I did. One of your guild's tanks is going to go DPS, the rest of the X-Pack, someone else is switching tank. Yeah, so right now is the time to try to get into a guild. Try to get to that ground level and be like, hey guys, I'm a good tank. Give me a shot. Been trying to whisper you? Sus Whisper, 3 Sunders, Dalaran. Truggle. I did slash who Truggle, I can't see it. No, it's Dalaran. Chaos, it's Dalaran. Alright, let's get a summon and then we'll be good to go. Multi-shot is strong at Greater Rift farming build. Yeah, so I had I don't know if it's considered the same build, but I would run the build where you throw down a bunch of turrets and then you have I forget the name of the ability, but you shoot a frost arrow and when it hits your target it splits off into a bunch of smaller arrows behind it, and then you run like gloves that increase your pet damage, and your pets are considered your towers and your turrets that you put up, and then you run a frost heavy damage build with all these turrets, and if you put up one extra turret you get like 500, you get like extra 100% damage per turret that you throw down. So you're running around just throwing turrets all over the place. Rift? You mean maps? What are we talking about? Oh, PoE? I haven't played PoE at all. Alright, everybody's ready. Let's do a pull timer. Turrets and pets is a different build. I think Marauder set does that. Oh, okay. That was the season I enjoyed the most. I need to give PoE a shot, SSG, though. I've heard very good things of it. Definitely something I want to try out. I think for now the next game I really do want to try out is Path of Exile. I mean, not Path of Exile, BDO. BDO just looks so interesting. Just doing a ton of AoE farming all the time, but I know that the grind is real. But the grind is real because it's a Korean MMO. And that's what they do. As a side note, at one point I played a bit of MapleStory, and I saw that there was an advertisement for MapleStory that they did a crossover with Evangelion, and now there's MapleStory Evangelion, which is it's weird. You've got an MMO that's all about AoE grinding again, and about like job professions and doing all this, and they added an anime license to it, and it's kind of weird to me. It's kind of weird. Like you're crossing over a lot of different worlds. You've done all the set dungeons, but it was a few seasons ago. Oh yeah, no, I don't go that heavy on it. I tried to on Barbs, but when I play a Barb, I really just want to spin to win. That's all I want to do. I just want a whirlwind in my life. That cone is a little bit off. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah, I definitely want to spin to win every time I play a Barb. There's not much I can do about it. It's just the way. I just love doing the constant blade storms, or just whirlwinds, throwing out those dust devils, and then just being berserk like 90+% of the time. Alright, I definitely forgot to let people know where they're going.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're good. Wait, what happened to the other soul burst? Uh-oh. Yep, that was one of the soul bursts going off on people. PoE has a new league and an expansion coming out soon too. PoE is a one-time box price, just like Diablo is too, right?
4, 3, 2.
But I think PoE is not available via Steam or anything, right? It's just its own client. Gotta look into PoE. Oh, those bursts keep going off really close, unfortunately. Alright, nerds. Oh, perfect. No bombs, no bursts out. Nice. Once Wolson comes out, you think it'll be very good. What is Wolson? Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong was a very popular build, wasn't it? PoE has Blade, Vortex, and Cyclone. Non-marking tank. Yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot. Sometimes I'm just on autopilot and I forget to do things. That's why I'm not normally a raid leader. Because I'm a scrub tank. Mostly because I'm a scrub tank. Alright, let's stack these guys up. We're doing normal mode here, so ooh. Yeah, I didn't know where Nerds was to have that one, so my bad. It's alright, I'll die with you right now in a little bit. Promise. PoE is free and it is on Steam. Alright, it sounds like I need to pick it up then immediately. I need to install it right after this live stream. Just need to go PoE. Oh man. For cosmetics and bank slots. Oh, okay. It's purely grinding. That means that I need to try it out. Just like I tried out. I remember I tried out Warframe too. Warframe is very grindy, and it's a very solid game. I like the grind of Warframe. That being said, the AI is lackluster in Warframe. That was my biggest complaint. Like, I have a buddy of mine who loves playing Warframe, and I gave it a shot, and I was just kind of like, doing the PvE things is just, you just do it till you get overwhelmed. The AI is not that great, unfortunately. That's the one complaint about it. Wolson isn't better right now. It looks, but they have a long way to go. What kind of game is it, Max? Is it just, are we talking MMORPG? Or are we talking about dungeon crawler? More like Diablo? Loot pinatas? What kind of game are we talking? Oxygen not included. It's a colony builder sim thingy. Oh, okay. If you play PoE at some point in the next 3 years, then make sure you just look up a build for the first time you play. SSG, is it really hard to... Do you have like talent points that just don't reset? Can I basically make a character and then ruin that character forever? And it's like, oh, if you ever want to be viable, you're gonna have to completely re-roll everything. You're just gonna have to delete that character and go at it again. Is that how PoE works? Where you just can't reset things? Oni is good if you get a good spawn.
2, 1.
Alright, let's take care of the orbs. Take care of the orbs. Nice. Also, if you guys die, remember, stay down there and actually pick up orbs for us. You can reset them, but it's kind of expensive until you start farming late game content. Okay, character takes like 4 levels to get to max level. That's not bad. That's a relatively short path to max level. We're about to have the orbs again. Let's all get these orbs down. And then when you guys do go down, remember to pick up the orbs as well so we can get some Titan Forge going. Oh, that one's spreading out way too much. I think a burst went off in the middle of the raid. That's a lot of people that went down there. Tree's about to start dying too, so we got to be real careful with the rest of our revives. There's Titan Forging. Let's oh, we've got Lust. We did Lust early today. Okay. Titan Forge for the win. Titan Forge is another form of Lust. Alright, we got a hug. Hug right here. We got the burst and the bombs out right now. They're the modules. We got to get them out. Nerds are going to have to hold just a little bit more. Let me help out this. Let me help out damaging these spheres here. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm also trying to, even as it sounds. So I'm letting nerds hold it just a little bit more while I'm going over there slapping them. I mean, we got 3%. We've got this. Let's see how many legendary trinkets we get. Last week we got one of the legendary trinkets. Last week we did it. All right, let's see. Did we get any this week? Don't see any yet. I didn't see any pop up. Guys, we did it. That was a full clear in under time. Nice. Congrats, man. Thanks for coming, James. I appreciate it. There's a huge passive skill tree that's overwhelming at first. Once you realize it's a build, it's rather simple. Okay. You might have to give PoE a try here. It's super in depth as far as specs go. Yeah, I've heard PoE is Diablo in hard mode. There are a ton of viable builds. Depends on the content you want to run. Oh no, Max, you've asked him before because of the SSG. His SSG is Samsung Galaxy. Alright, let's see. Oh, nice Lust. We got this. Perfect. Alright, some people got some. We've got a few of the Pantheon trinkets. I know Invasive got a Pantheon trinket. Not sure how many other people got one. But getting those Pantheon trinkets, handing them out. Good job, everyone. Later, Hooves. Thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for stopping by and berating me. I appreciate it. Alright, guys. I am going to get back to editing more of this alpha content for you guys. And for the patrons out there, you guys are going to be getting the Prop Paladin sometime this weekend. So keep a lookout for that. Next week, you guys are going to be getting the Vengeance Demon Hunter as well. And yeah, that's what's on the schedule for next week. Prop Paladin, Vengeance Demon Hunter Alpha. Look, I'm also, you know, passively working on making my argument about Prot Warriors being the best tanks in Antorus. So stay tuned for that one. And I just want to thank everybody for coming by. This raid went really smooth. There was no wipes. Not even too many close calls, to be honest. Argus got a little close at the end with the burst, but I appreciate everything. Shout out to all the sponsors, the patrons, the donators, the subscribers. Anything that you guys do to support me, I really do appreciate it. It helps keep this channel going. I'm also going to do a follow-up to the power leveling video since it was nerfed so badly. I did a few runs. I saw how bad the nerf was, and I'm going to try to find a way of making it a little bit better, but I don't know. We're never going to get that level of power leveling back. At least not until the next expansion drops and they overlook something. So let's do the giveaway. You got the Tank Argus trinket. You need one more blessing. Nice. Nice. The item level 1000 trinket. It just looks nice. There's not much to it, but it looks nice. And I don't think we're going to be replacing it like immediately, like a lot of other things that just get replaced. Even my mount is bone. Yes. If I could ride the DK mount on my warrior that has the throne of bones, I would. Vengeance is better than Prot. SSG. I need to learn from you, man. But I'm definitely going to make the argument. It's gonna be an opinion piece. It's gonna get some hate, I understand, but I'm backing it up with numbers. Blood DK is the most OP tank in Mythic Plus, 100%. If you could reposition bosses like you do mobs in Mythic Plus, then yeah, Blood DKs would just be way too strong. Thank you for the run. Yeah, no problem, Basic. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Let's do the giveaway. Let's do the giveaway. We've got plenty of pets to give away, so you guys can get a few thousand gold for your next WoW token, server transfer, name transfer. Keep it for the pet tournament. By the way, if you guys didn't know, if you guys don't listen to Allcraft, which is just a World of Warcraft podcast done by Asmongold, Rich Campbell, and Horde, they are going to be doing a pet tournament as well. So if you guys are into pet battles and want to, you know, win a prize, which I believe they said is going to be Pet Smart money, which is funny. But if you guys want to enter that, you know, just watch that podcast and see when they do that. So if you guys are into pet battling, maybe some of these pets could be useful to you guys. So let me set up the giveaway. Let's start that raffle. Alright guys, so if you guys want to enter the giveaway and win any of these pets, type in the word giveaway. I believe some of these pets go for as high as about 10k. I saw 7k, 3k, there's a 10k right there, 5k, depends what realm you're in. This can go as high as 12. 4, yeah, there's some good ones in here. I also need to queue up Path of Exile as well to download. Yeah, all you need is 15 coins to enter the pet giveaway. Right now it's a 50-50 between Max and Nerds. 50-50 chance at winning a few thousand gold. Did Brittany take a week off from rolling because she won the WoW token this month and the pet last week? And she's like, alright, it's fine. I'll let somebody else win. Nope, never mind. Brittany said, nah, I'm taking this one too. If I was by... Oh no, Wonder, you can enter to win and I can give you the prize later. You don't need to claim it right now. Tell you what, as long as you claim it before I do the next giveaway by next Friday, then, you know, you can claim your prize. There's been quite a few people who can't log in and they can't catch me, you know, anytime in between until the next Friday stream. So more than welcome to. Or you can also you can enter to win and then you can message me your character name and I can mail it to you. So there's also that. So just, you can message me here on YouTube and be like, hey, this is my character. I'd rather you message me on YouTube so I can verify that it is you with the right channel ID, as opposed to what my bot sees. So my bot tracks your channel ID, so that'll be good for me to verify it. Epic is in it. We're all done for. Epic's gonna win. You have no way to get it, or you would enter too. I know, Brian. I know. I don't have an EU account. Since Brittany is here, why not? Epic has... Wait, Epic. You've won, I want to say, 3 WoW tokens, right? I mean, we've been doing WoW token giveaways for about... let's see. I remember I made a lot of money in Hold, and that's when I started it. So I want to say maybe like 10 months of WoW giveaways. We had a strong run today. Yeah, we did. Yes, we did. I mean, even 2 healing it was really cool. You don't watch for the giveaways? You enjoy hanging out with you? No, I absolutely call it hanging out, Brian. We sit here, we talk about things. When I first started making videos, of course the audience was a lot smaller, so I was just doing guides, putting them out there, and then I saw people wanting to ask me a lot of questions about their specifics, so that's when I was like, maybe I should start live streaming. And it's not so much about the content I live stream as much as it is you guys get to come in here and ask me any questions you guys want, pertaining mostly to tanking, but I've tried to diversify as much as I can. Like, I was playing my boomkin, I play my healer a little bit, so I don't play every single class, unfortunately. I'm not a master of all the classes, but I do try to do my best to make this more of a conversation rather than a show where I'm doing I don't know, any kind of very specific content. You've won 2 tokens, Chaos? Man, it's hanging out just in a magical new way. It's like VR chat, but with less knuckles. The last 2 giveaways. More pets for you. Let's see. The giveaways got 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Now you've got some competitions now, Brittany. There's a 1 in 6 chance in winning. I'm glad you appreciate the community and the content. Wonderful. VR RPG chat. But I'm glad you appreciate it. I mean, honestly, I hadn't done any kind of endgame content since Wrath of the Lich King. Like, Miss of Pandaria to me was all PvP, and then Cataclysm I did heroics, and Cataclysm heroics were difficult, especially when they first came out. So I remember they first came out, I hit max level within that first week, and I was doing heroics, and they were tough. And I remember grinding Valor gear, Valor badge gear, and then after that first few weeks, that's when the raid came out. I hadn't found a guild in time, and then that's when I was just kind of like, I'm just falling behind on gear. I'm not gonna get my tier set, pugging or anything. So I didn't play too much. WoD didn't do it for me. WoD didn't do it for me either. So I really hadn't done anything significant since Wrath of the Lich King. So I started this channel because Legion looked really fun, and when I was looking into how to do certain things in WoD at the end of WoD, there was no guides out there that there was a severe lack of guides the way I would have seen them. Brian, can you log on right now, or will you claim the prize later? You can send me an in-game mail, or you can log in later. You can message me on the community Discord if you'd like, or if you can log in right now, that'd be great. Look up Druid on the C64. What? Oh, you've been playing some old C64 games. Nice. And using software so you can use a gamepad. That's always fun. Running some emulators. I'm at 6K. Thank you, wonderful. Yeah, we're gonna break that 10K soon, right? I hope so. Am I gonna be on in like an hour? Probably not, Max. Unfortunately. Why is that? But probably not today. This weekend is a little busy with other IRL things. So maybe probably Sunday. But yeah, I probably won't be on playing. I've got to do some editing, catch up on that. Got to give the people what they want. You need to play Horde tunes to get them more geared enough to play with you. 903 Pally. Nice. Do you heal, Brian? Your Horde tunes are on Senjin. It's all good. The realms don't even matter anymore unless you're talking about Mythic rating. That's the only time they matter. Feel free to redo the giveaway. You do not remember entering that one. You doubt you can claim it, to be honest. Oh, you're EU? Just needed a chat. For sure, man. Oh, you can hit me up on Discord, Max. You love emulators. You love Contra. You can have... Oh, for sure, man. Logging in. If you can create a tune on the realm Terralion, that's where I have all of this stuff. So the easiest way for me to transfer it to you is for you to make an orc on Terralion. Yeah, man, emulators are so fun, nerd. I have a Raspberry Pi. I haven't used it in a while, but when I first got that Raspberry Pi, I used the hell out of it. But I've got a Raspberry Pi with what is it called? They have a custom OS that's all about emulation. Orcs suck, by the way. They're closest to Orgrimmar. Yeah, I don't have any orcs though. Undead all the way, all the time. When are we start doing heroic and Taurus? Normal is getting too easy. Maybe soon, Epic. Maybe soon. I think the biggest hurdle for doing heroic and Taurus is going to be High Command and then Coven. But High Command first. We're gonna need 6 people that all know how to do pods, and so that's a big barrier to entry. So we'll see. No trolls. I like trolls, actually, nerds. I really do. Undead, troll, and Tauren are definitely my top 3. If Void Elves were on Horde, Void Elves, but they're not. But that Void Elf blink, the fact that you get a blink on any class you want is insane to me. Crazy. But yeah, trolls. I'm really gonna enjoy the Zandalari trolls. Zandalari troll makes me want to re-roll from undead to Zandalari, but I can't leave my undead like that. I love my undead too. Make sure you name your orcs something about how orcs are ugly, suck, or are just bad in general. Orcs are the best for PvP because they've got this right here. So orcs don't suck in PvP. Orcs are amazing. Undead casters, and that's all. I agree. Well, I like the undead casting animation, but I also just like undeads in general. Coven, yeah, heroic Coven's gonna be a pain. 6 pod peeps. Make a pod video. I made a video. My high command video covers every single pod and what it does, and it goes over the differences between normal and heroic as well. Trial class level 1. Level 1, Brian. Level 1. Is this you? Green Booms? Green Booms? Is that you? Name is Green Booms. That is you. Alright, man. Let me invite you. Got you here. I just like tanking with them bones. I do. I'm telling you guys, when I first started playing, there was a few people that I really watched. Mostly PvP videos. But the one person that I was like, I want to be an undead warrior. Their name was G-Force. G-E-Force. And they were an undead warrior killing machine in PvP. And I was like, I want an undead warrior. I want it, and I need it in my life right now. So yeah, that was the biggest reason for me rolling undead. And I really like the way undeads look. I mean, even when I played Alliance, I didn't play human too often. I appreciate the sub. Wait, I didn't read that. Oh man, is that Cyrillic? I don't know how to read that, but I appreciate the sub. I really do. Pick the one that I think is worth a couple grand and will not complain. For sure, man. Let's see. This one is worth 3 right here. This one's worth 6. This one's worth 6. 3. Camera had a little hiccup there. What happened to that? Why did the chat disappear? Chat disappeared on the live stream. Oh, YouTube is acting up. It just says it's processing. Let's do this guy for you, my friend. Get a nice 6K chat there. We broke chat? Yeah, you did. Not sure what happened. I had something happen on my end too. I saw my PC kind of freak out. It's been gone for like an hour? Oh, I'm sorry. I never saw that. No, my YouTube streaming seems to just be stuck on buffering. Yeah, I hadn't seen it. Sorry, guys. You activated Shroud of Concealment on the chat. Alright. Alright, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. The world will never know what we say. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for hanging out here, chatting with me. SSG, I need to learn Vengeance Demon Hunter from you. Brittany, you need to teach me Holy Paladin. Max, you need to teach me Prop Paladins. I need to learn all these things. I need to learn all of the things. So guys, thank you guys for always stopping by here every Wednesday, every Friday. A lot of the same faces here, but a lot of new faces too. Brian, I appreciate you being here. Everyone who stopped by and gave the video a like, talk to me in chat. I really do appreciate it. Or else it would just be me with this webcam here, talking to myself, running World Quest, because there'd be no group. You thought it was on purpose? No, it definitely wasn't. No, the chat it broke. Yeah, I don't see why it would be. Is that no? Nope. Don't know what broke it. Yeah, my YouTube seems to be buffering, so it's probably a lot of reason for it. I had to restart everything before the stream started because my internet speed was really garbage. Don't play Vengeance. Why don't play Vengeance? I want to. I've got my 110. I'm gearing up. It's happening. I need to be a blood elf. Yeah, I am a blood elf. World Crest Friday. Yeah, I am talking to myself right now because there's no chat. There's no chat. I tried to refresh it too. Wait, let's see if we can fix it right now. Come on. Is that going to work? There it is. Chat's back up. See, you guys do exist. It's not just me. If I need a heal carry for Mythic Plus, hit me up for sure. I will. Look at your Pally health healing spec up right now. He's a tank. Okay. Because I'm going to be gearing up my Vengeance Demon Hunter. Yeah, World Crest Friday, not the same ring to it. Not at all. Teach me how to tank the floor. Yes! Epic is a 10 out of 10 floor tank. Alright, guys. I appreciate it. I will see you guys on Wednesday. SSG, Vengeance Demon Hunter. It's happening. I'm going to do it, man. I'm very sorry. It's going to hurt your heart seeing me Vengeance Demon Hunter tank for a little bit. But I'll get it. Don't worry about it. Secrets exposed. Everyone can see it. I'll see you guys Wednesday. Thank you guys again for stopping by. Don't touch it. SSG, I'm going to make a video about how Demon Hunter tanks are way too overpowered. I'm just playing, man. Alright, man. I'll see you guys Wednesday.